Hello, my little snow pony. Hello, my little Irish squirrel.
I'm gonna do it again.
I'm not a dentist, but I can give you a feeling.
No! Come on.
Okay, the last part of the tour is the woodshop. And so this half is the woodshop. It's a little messy because we just acquired a new planer. No idea if he works, so we're working on him.
What's it called?
It's a Lobo planer, just like the comic book character.
Aw, my friends.
So it's a little messy because of the planer, and we're also fixing blocking the wall.
I should say so.
But don't look at this. Dirty. Pretty. But let's start in the back, where all the boards are born.
Isn't that the woods?
This is where the trees actually have value.
My mistake.
Who cares about trees? Boards.
That's
So
why we
all the
plant
boards-
like 250 a year
I mow them over with the lawnmower.
when no one's looking.
Anywho, this is where all the processed boards are, meaning they're usually denailed, cut, kiln dried, and they're all organized like this. Boring oak. And this one, Johnny bag. I want to keep that one. You're supposed to be the cameraman. Keep it together.
Sorry.
So then we have wood. So then after we have the wood, we have a miter saw station over here. So this is where they get cut the length. Like I said, it's a little messy because we're repairing block wall here and there. Old radio alarm saw that if I use twice a year, it's a lot. Just got goosed by a bench.
No, I tripped on the... Because it used to have stanchions.
And then this is the little repair job we did.
Well, the start of it.
I think it looks good.
Yeah, it'll be great in the winter.
So we have miter saw station, old planer, where we're gonna get the older planer in its place. And then we have a little 6-inch joiner. And then we have the Omega table saw, which is also a workstation. So I'm working on a kitchen island, cutting board I already screwed up once on. But hey, band saw, sander, toolboxes, all organized with labels.
Measuring machines.
TSC, I taped over it. It used to say sickers.
Oh, you are a little dyslexic.
A little bit. But all the tools are organized. Sanding station. Screws, nuts, bolts, all organized in ascending order. So that's how we do it here.
Meaning getting bigger.
Blink, blink, blink. And then the clamp station. Because like Norm Abrams says, you can never have enough clamps. And I have new clamps growing in the corner. Once they're ready, I'll pluck them, put them on here, ready for use. Got the job board over here so I can keep track of my time. Because sometimes I don't know what to charge and I don't know how long stuff takes me.
Oh, that says seal coats. I thought it said scale coats. I'm like, what's a scale or a scale? That's like a CU11. Oh, you mean coal?
Oh. And I have a little organization of little scrap boards, except they're organized because these are MF barn boards. And then more boards, all organized. So we have mainly 3 big stations of boards. And these are the processed boards. These are not the unprocessed boards, which is in the other half of the barn.
Did it just sound like there were footsteps upstairs?
No, those are birds hopping. It happens all the time.
Freaking me out.
Nope. And then a little backup table saw in case I need it. Then I have a slab flattening station. So if I need to, I can put a slab here, put a router here, and the router, flat. I don't know what to do with him. So the router station here, twin routers, because one's for something and the other one mounts in here. Got ductwork I have to finish. But this is the woodshop. This is where I like to live.
Yes,
Gutter.
that's where the gutter used to be.
Slowly filling in with gravel. All the tools that I use, except for the table saw, I bought used at auctions because they're expensive. So the table saw was about $1,200, whereas my new planer over there, retail is $4,600. Picked them up for under $7. But then again, we don't know if he works. Miter saw I bought used, planer I bought, everything in here is used. And it's cool because then you get to figure out how it works and you save money. And it's like, yay, money.
Yay, money.
So this is the working part. But then behind Kara is where all the storage. So let's go through a walk through the storage area. Come on, boys and girls, let's go!
It's not annoying at all.
We have block to repair the barn when we need it. This is where I keep the big boy slabs. This is what our computer desk was made out of. We have 4 more to go. Not desks, but boards.
But the cutoffs are still nice.
The cutoffs are cool. These were all kiln dried and they were juicy coming out of the kiln.
Ooh.
They didn't like that.
They're still heavy.
We started organizing all our bits and pieces on some shelves. Of course, we bought at auctions. We don't know what we're doing with it, but we have them. All over here on this side is all organized wood storage. So I have dimensional lumber, barn boards, more barn boards, a little bit more barn boards. Over here I have barn boards. And then over here I decided to have barn boards, which are different than those barn boards. These I got from Blazel. These we got from Bunkelman when we tore down his barn in 2017. These are actually not barn boards. Those are regular boards.
Aren't
When
those-
we had a big storm come through, those were trees out of your woods.
And Chris marked them.
Chris marked them because they fell down. And last bin is just more barn boards.
So we have about 4 barns inside this barn.
Yes. These are special barn boards because when there is the round part of the barn, these came out of the round part. How do we know? Because that's what it says. These were the floorboards. And like most barn boards, they're in really good shape. Straight as an arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Full of bugs, dry rot,
He always did like a challenge.
nails. We make them pretty here, son.
Don't be sexist.
Pretty here, everybody. All inclusive, everybody. This will eventually be another bin. I just have to clear these out. So the hard part is, if I want to make a bin, I have to move all the boards out of here, make a bin, and then put boards back. As you can see, we're a little plump. And then we have some beams. So we have rafters from a barn, beams from a barn, and then I slowly start to organize all the beams because they look nice, they don't fall over and kill you.
Except
One killed me. See, here's my hand. There's the beam. I picked it up, broke my back. Kara picked it up, no problem. Bag. Me, not you.
I'm like, what?
Here's some leftover rafters and then other beams.
The rafters or the trusses or both?
Yeah, this is what our TV entertainment center is made out of. The rest of them we had cut, not organized yet, but you know,
Get on that.
we're getting it. We made this guy.
Oh, he's a lot lighter.
He's
now.
a lot lighter
Oh
now.
my lord.
This is what some of the benches in the Woodshop Museum of Contemporary Art are made out of. This is what they used to look like. Now they're shit. And then we got these beams from our veterinarian over in Owen. Her barn was getting torn down. She says, come get boards. And I'm like, okay, we come get boards. They're a lot lighter now too.
You even added an access door here, so in the wintertime it's...
Because before, you would come this way and you'd walk into the round part of the barn. But we tore that down. And now there's a garage there.
And that used to be where what?
Cows.
Well, it's
Oh, and
heifers.
manure spreader.
No. Used to be right where you're standing pretty... Well, maybe in a little bit.
But the old barn started here. This was the block wall. This was the inside. This was a light switch. It wrapped here and it went about, I don't know.
It was all the way to the end of the slab. Uh-huh.
And the round part went to here.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look down the side of the barn, we've been replacing block here, there, and everywhere. So that is the wood shop. It is the place I spend most of my time if I can. And it's pretty. It's in a barn. Beat that, Norm Abram, Bob Vila, Tim Allen,
Not supposed to burn bridges, man. You're supposed to build them.
Freakazoid.
Free what?
And that was the tour of the wood shop and the wood storage. Now in another building, which is another 100-year-old building, we have the metal shop. So let's go to the metal shop. Hello, my shiny, classy little otter. Hello. I don't have any more. So this is a little room. It was a storeroom at a time, wasn't it? Oil storage for all the tractors in the farm. And we converted it into a metal shop. Just because we didn't want to get rid of all the history of it, but we still needed it to be functional. So what we did is, we have a little grinder. I usually use to sharpen tungstens for TIG welding. Got this from my school because when we updated, nobody wanted this and they couldn't sell it. So instead of throwing it away, we repurposed it, put casters on it, and now it's all full of cool pipe and junk.
You are a plumber.
And this was your dad's original metal bandsaw that we fixed up and we have working again. All full of gross cutting juice that works really well in the summer, but not too well in the winter. It is, it's cutting juice.
No, it's you and Chris call it something else.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
I know. Inappropriate.
Cut! And then we put all the steel that we could find on the farm. We organized it, and it is all supported with safety chain or a safety wire, so that way we can actually use everything, because it used to be just in one big pile. We have a pipe bender that I've never used. This was original to the farm.
Not a pipe bender.
It's a tool. We have a tool. It's orange. It's pretty. Bender punch. We just used this for the first time in 20 some years that we know of. We call it the cherry picker, but it's called the long ram. The long ram. I like that one better.
Insert Mega Man character here.
Insert something.
No.
New additions are we have a nice plasma torch and a TIG welder. These will be separate videos because these were the cheapest things I could find on Amazon. And they work great. And then behind those, we have your dad's about 30 to 40-year-old stick welder, which works great. He's a big boy. We have an old portable stick welder, which was your dad's. We've never used, but he might work. And then another addition is we have a little gasless flux core wire welder. And then of course we have all the shovels and farm stuff because we didn't know where to put it, so that's where it's at.
And all the old magazine photos.
Yes.
There's a lot going on in here.
There's a lot going on in here. Before we organized this place, you could walk in about this far and everything else was packed solid. It was like a little deer path that went to the T-post so you could fix fence. So that concludes the tour of the wood shop and the metal shop.
You already did one for the wood shop.
And that concludes the tour of the metal shop. So we hope you enjoyed all the tours because this was the very last tour. There's other places, but those are for VIPs only. I'm sorry. Maybe next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed all of the tours of the virtual house and studios. So, thanks. Bye. Say bye, girl.
Don't point. That's not nice.
See you next time.
No, don't point.
Me. Bye.
Bye.